नमस्कार दोस्तों, this is ACCA Amit and I'm here to introduce with you my another channel, Accounts Acharya. I've been teaching in English the content of IFRS by sharing my knowledge of IFRS through various standards. But there was a constant demand from people to share my lectures in Hindi. And since everyone is aware that CA has changed their syllabus from May 2024, now seeing the change, I could not think of sitting on the corner simply watching what is happening, because the things have changed in the manner what we have been doing in the last 10-12 years. I started training on IFRS in 2009 and we were developing these standards initially in a manner wherein the professionals in India can understand it. We were comparing IFRS with AS, the impact of IFRS on the financial statements in India. And during this process, we learned that there were standards which were withdrawn by IFRS and new standards have been introduced. Now in India, we have two set of standards. One is AS for small entities, the entities which are worth below 250 crores. And there are entities which are worth more than 250 crores. They are preparing financial statements based on Ind AS. Now to prepare the workforce in India and to make our chartered accountants capable of dealing with both kinds of entities, we test AS in CA Inter and we are examining the same candidates at final level on the accounting based on Ind AS. Though more or less some of the accounting standards are very similar, like what they study in AS, they get to see the same standards in Ind AS as well. But there are minor differences. And even at IFRS level, like we used to learn a standard known as IS 11 construction contracts and IS 18 revenue. And I've been teaching that standard before IFRS 15 revenue from contracts with customers was introduced. The syllabus of diploma in IFRS changed around 2016-17 to accommodate the changes relating to IFRS 15 and IFRS 16, and we were teaching it even before it was implemented on 1st January 2018. But before that, we were delivering the knowledge of IS 11 construction contracts and IS 18 revenue. Now, when I look at the syllabus of CA Inter, I see a lot of similarity in what I have been teaching in the last 10-12 years and what is changing in India. And at both the ends, I feel I am one of the best resource to share my knowledge and to help navigate this change. So I decided to serve CA Inter Advanced Accounting based on my experience and knowledge gained in 12 years. And I'm also serving the profession at CA final level for delivering knowledge based on Ind AS. But I noticed a big change that I've been training in the corporates. The professionals who are working in the corporates know me well. Most of them have learned IFRS being part of my lectures. But the irony is that the young generation, the people who are opting for CA in India, they are studying AS at CA inter level, and when they decide to go for learning in AS, they choose one of the established tutors like who are teaching them CA final. But they're not even aware that there are people who have been serving the industry on the subject of Ind AS and IFRS, who have been part of implementation processes and have been part of training processes. But these youngsters are not aware of who is the right person to learn from. Now, to bridge this gap, I have decided to come up with a new channel with the name of Accounts Acharya, and I'll be discussing this channel in Hindi. And I'll be sharing my knowledge based on AS and Ind AS for CA Inter students who will be appearing for May 2024 examination. I'll be serving them by teaching for free on Accounts Acharya and helping them pass this paper with ease There's a lot of confusion among them whether they'll be able to understand this new change in the syllabus. There's a lot of noise around it that there's a big shift in CA syllabus. But if you look at it from my perspective, I feel things are better now. They are helping you to prepare a global professional, and whatever you learn will be implemented in the industry. So it's an opportunity. Don't take it as something which is going to create hurdles for you. It is actually going to make your life easy, because what you learn in CA Inter will be something you'll be implementing in the industry, and the same knowledge you'll be learning in CA financial reporting based on Ind AS. So treat it as an opportunity. Don't look at the syllabus with a pessimistic view. Look at it as an opportunity, because it is going to really help you learn what is actually being implemented in the industry and what is actually happening. Now in my next session, this was simply to introduce that I am coming up with a channel. So it is a request to all the participants who are listening to me that you can spread this word to all your near and dear ones, that they can learn AS and Ind AS in Hindi from me on the channel Accounts Acharya. I would like to spread the word through you, because you have been believing me and you have been part of my journey, having learned through my lectures. So who is better than you to spread the word that I'm also coming up to share my knowledge in Hindi on YouTube through Accounts Acharya, and it will be a new identity, a new platform to share my knowledge for CA Inter and CA Final students based on AS and Ind AS. So see you there. Anyone willing to learn in Hindi can join me there. I'll be going live on Accounts Acharya very soon. And though I'll be sharing an introduction lecture on ACCA AMIT, that what I'm going to do and why I am coming up with this idea. I've decided to share in the form of Accounts Acharya because I believe that I'm one of the most experienced Acharya or professor in India to teach accounting. So this name is exactly synonymous with my experience, what I've been doing in the last 10-12 years. I started my career with IFRS trainings in 2009, and everything is changing in front of me. I learned IFRS, but things are changing in front of me. Now, either I can decide to simply watch things the way they are changing, or I be a part of it and help in navigating the change. So I decided to help in navigating this change and help the students to learn it with ease. You don't need to worry about anything. There should not be any fear. Simply enjoy the learning of AS, the new advanced accounting syllabus, as well as CA financial reporting based on Ind AS. I've already rolled out my lectures based on Ind AS in Hindi, but since the CA Inter students, they were studying AS and they were not aware of a professional teaching Ind AS in Hindi, I hope I'll be able to bridge this gap as well, that people will get to know what quality really means in accounting and they'll get to learn it directly from Accounts Acharya. Thanks for your time.